guys, welcome back. Nelo here with a very beautiful face. You guys already know, okay? So today's video, right? See, I apologize because, okay, let me explain. I started this segment, or I intended to start this segment like 3 months ago. So from the post I'm seeing on IG, I can see that it was like 10 weeks ago. I told you guys to ask me questions. So I started it. Well, I intended to start this segment called Ask Nelo, where you get to ask me any questions you want, be it on relationship issues, financial issues, YouTube. Hopefully not YouTube, because I feel like we've answered everything there is to answer when it comes to YouTube, right? Real life situations, and really like any questions you have, you get to ask me, and I'll give you my honest opinion about it. But basically, I told you guys to ask me these questions, and you guys asked me a lot of questions actually, but this was like 10 weeks ago. So I'm going to try and answer as much as I can today. And this become like a monthly thing on my channel because I don't know, I like it. And I like that I'm standing up today because I feel like I'm actually addressing the crowd. Like, you know how in the crowd, somebody will raise their hand and say, okay, your question, the person will say their question and you answer it. That is exactly how I feel talking to you guys today. So without further ado, let us go on and start. First question, how do you handle finances, especially when you have debts to pay and your family keep expecting you to provide their needs? This question, to be honest, I'm not in this situation. Like, I don't have debts, and my family's expectation of me is less financial expectations, but more of domestic expectations. You get what I mean? I've always been very open about that. But basically, if I were in this situation, right, and say I have debts and I still have to contribute a lot, like in my household, or my father is calling for money, my brother is calling for money, and things like that, there is nothing I can do about it. I have to prioritize myself first. I have to prioritize my own needs first, okay? Like, I'm not about to please people outside, help them solve their own problems when I have plenty problems piling up on my own. Like, I'm not about to do that. No matter what I do in life, I put myself first. See, I don't joke with myself. Hey, God, I do not joke with myself. It's usually when I have extra that I don't know what to do with. Like, let's say I allocate 50K for myself this month now, and by the end of the month I've spent just 20K and I have 30K that I'm not doing anything with, or all this money that you're not expecting and they just come in and you feel like, okay, I've been thinking of helping out this person, I've been thinking of helping out this person. I then help all those people, but like, I will not put my own needs aside just to help people. Like, you shouldn't do that. You can't do that. So I feel like if plenty people are depending on you, you have to make it like, you have to be what's the word I'm looking for, intentional, yeah, about prioritizing yourself. If not, you get lost in the bubble. So that's what I have to say about that. Okay, how were you able to nurse children and stay consistent on YouTube? I'm struggling, to be honest. Like, no, like I was vlogging my day. I remember some of my videos I did very well when I had Adana. Like, I would literally vlog a day in my life. I was vlogging a lot then because it was hard to do makeup and do sit down video, or to even organize myself enough to do the sit down videos, like to do sit down videos. So do the kind of videos you can, which for me then basically was vlogging my day. I don't know. In fact, I remember vlogging a few times. I don't know, threw up on me or something crazy happening, but just be authentic and do what you can. Don't force it. Don't try and keep your baby. Your baby is crying. You're trying to do makeup to, like, it's not worth it. Just do what it is that you can do at the moment. Then eventually you get back to, normal videos like this kind of video I'm doing today. I don't know, but that was what I did and it worked for me. So it's usually what my YouTube is about. Like, I vlog my life. I don't go out of my way to create something all for content. My life is the content. Do you get? Just take YouTube like that and it'll be easy for you. But if you're doing too much just for content's sake, that's when it becomes very stressful and balancing becomes hard. But then again, if doing too much is what is putting money in your pocket, I beg, do it. Because me, it's like I'm not even doing enough. So let me not be advising people nonsense. Oh my God. I really enjoy Uncut with Nelo. Please, more marital topics. People like marriage topics. I don't even know why. Like, is there anything that we have not discussed when it comes to marriage? But if, I don't know, we've been on a break, not intentional. Me and Adiz, some months we just get lazy. I don't know why. But we're back in July. I promise you. We'll try and film more marital topics. Okay, maybe Adiz will come and continue the one she started on her channel about how to spice up your sex life, because you be like saying people too like that kind of talk too much. Okay. Okay. A few people are still asking how I met Adiz. I feel like we've answered this thing a million times, but we actually met on the streets of YouTube in the comment section. Like, that was the very first time should I say, no, that the story is long, but just know that we became friends from YouTube. Okay, I feel like my lighting went up and down now. I apologize in case it was too bright a few minutes ago, even though I'll try and mend it. Okay, this is from Somi. Do you not not my Sumi, this is another Sumi. Do you have in mind to have another baby? The answer is no. So let me tell you people. If you see me coming to this channel next, like anytime in the future to say I am pregnant, all of you should start rushing. Like I will pay all of you. It's not gonna happen. Like sometimes it crosses my mind, like, oh, I want Adana to have a sister, but then I'm like, what's the guarantee that you're going to have a girl? You will go and born twin boys. Not gonna happen. I'm done having kids. I wanted 3 children and I have 3 children, and I'm so grateful that at least one girl entered the equation, because even if I had 3 boys, I think by now I would have given birth again. My husband and I, right? Our plan before was, if we have 3 boys, we're going to go ahead and do IVF with gender selection and just get a daughter. But we're lucky enough to now have one naturally. So we're done. Hey, Jesus. Will you consider violent sex as abuse? Like all he wants is violence during sex. My sister, see, there are different levels to this. Let me tell you, there is normal kinky sex. People like rough play. Some people like rough play during sex. Like, some people want to be slapped, want to be what's that thing? Whipped, want to be handcuffed, want to be whatever it is that people do, right? As long as it's something you equally want, then it's fine. Or if it's something you don't mind trying, then it's fine. But full-on violence, is it punching? See, I think this question needs more elaboration, because obviously I know that rough sex is a thing. Like, it turns some people on, they love it so much. But when you're saying violence, it doesn't sound like just regular rough sex. But if it's for rough sex, then of course, like, a lot of people like that. If you like that, you can do it. But if you don't like it, you can tell him, please, Oga, I know to like this kind of thing, so just take it easy. But if you are the kind of person that, okay, you don't like it, but you don't mind trying it, then that's fine. If you try it and now find out you like it, continue. If you find out you don't really like it, tell the man to just reduce the level, okay? If he was level 10 before, he can manage level 2 or 3, just tell him. But I feel like it's a discussion you have to have, or something you have to try. But if you're trying rough or violence, I don't even like to use it for violence. Violence is too rough. That one is too much of a rough play. But if you're trying rough sex, I feel like you should start small. Start small with just maybe 1 week. And see how it goes, and see how you like that. But me, I normally joke that if anybody's child beats me in the name of sex, I will beat you back. We'll fight. Nah, it's not for me, Sha, but it's for some people. How do you get skin so flawless? Funny enough, I've been battling with my skin, but mostly on my chest. I feel like my face is still somewhat alright. Actually, it's still okay. Nothing really happened to my face. But it's mostly on my chest. I had breakouts, and now I have dark spots on my chest, which I don't even know how to clear. It happens to me usually when I'm pregnant, but this one just came out from nowhere. I was doing one diet like that, and it just came out, so I had to stop now, and I've added the weight back. I want to start again. I'm a little bit scared that when I start again, my whole body will be filled with pimples, but I seriously don't do anything special. I think I've done a skincare routine recently. I'll check, but if not, I'll probably mention it in a vlog or something. I feel like my routine is too tiny to do a whole video about right now. But thanks. Yeah, skin so flawless. So many people are complimenting me. I feel weird reading it. Well, thank you so much, you guys. I'm sure you know yourselves. Thank you so freaking much. I appreciate it all from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, I don't joke with you people. I don't. Oh, somebody said, could you make Loudly Woman a 2-parter? Because I feel like there's still so much to say that people don't talk about. See, to be honest, if we were there when we were filming Loudly Woman, our videographer, whatever, we talk and talk. Sometimes one person will talk for too long, other people are not talking enough. So he will always signal us like, and then I have to ask another person another question so that somebody else will start talking, or try and cut the person off so that other people get a chance to talk. Like, it's actually not as easy as it seems, but I feel like subsequently it's going to be more chilled, more vibey, more conversational, but that also means more banter, more like, I don't know how to explain it. It's Asha. By the way, today is Asha's birthday, you guys. I'm filming this video on the 28th, and today is Asha's birthday. I don't know how to explain it, but just wait and see. But it's probably going to be more banter, more cutting offs, more like back and forth, because that was the whole vibe at first. I wanted it to be like, Asha, you know how me and Ada, we just gist and talk and just, as Ada is talking, this person finishes. Like, I want it to be that relaxed. I did not want it to be like a production. So I'm going to work on that so that it becomes like more relaxed. But again, it's be a lot of banter for those that don't like it. Oh, you're cutting each other off. Sorry, I'm going to watch something else. How do you have such healthy hair? I'm literally struggling with my hair. Sister, I don't do anything to my hair. It came from God. I wish this was my hair, but my natural hair is actually quite healthy. I think before this video, I just put out a video dedicated to making hair actually. So go and watch that. and it will explain a lot for you. Oh, this is a good question. How do you keep up with energy in friendship? Friendship is stressful. Any tips? To be honest, yeah, I did this all the time. Not all the time, but like I just her occasionally about some of my friendships that actually went wrong. I'm usually the most energetic person. Okay, no, let me rephrase. I'm usually the most what's the word to use? I'm not the most energetic, right? But I put in a lot of energy into my friendship. Do you get what I mean? Like I'm that friend that as long as I do something, I must be there. In fact, I will organize it. I will use my hard-earned money. I will organize it for you. I will invite people. I will make it fun for you. I'm that kind of friend that will call you every single day, call you always, go to your house always. I'm that kind of friend. Like I put in a lot of what's it called work into my friendship. Not intentionally to be honest, because it's just how I am. I'm that kind of person. Like I like to consider myself friendly. Okay. So usually, right, it can sometimes it's exhausting, but usually not for me when it comes to friendship, to be honest, as long as I'm getting the vibe back. But what I've realized is that whenever I don't get the vibe back, right, and I start pulling back and I stop communicating the way I was, I stop calling every day, I stop going to the houses, I just cut out everything I've been doing. Not maybe not completely, but little. Then it becomes an issue like, oh, this person doesn't care about me anymore. Nelo doesn't care again. Nelo is this, Nelo is that. I'm just like, where is this all this nonsense coming from? Because from my own end, I'm seeing it like I've been giving too much and you're not giving enough. And now I'm like, okay, you know what? This is 2022. Nobody wants to be putting in too much into friendships that they're not getting the same thing in return anymore. So whenever I draw back, it becomes an issue. And before you know it, like there's a huge gap, a huge distance. And then I just tell myself, this person was never really my friend. Like we'll always be friendly, but I know where to place the person in my life. So what was the question again? Let me go back. How do you keep up with the energy? So yeah, that's how I keep it up. Like for people that return the energy, it never ends, is unending. And by returning energy, at least try. You don't have to be like me because I know my own is my personality, right? Some people have very quiet personality. Adeze has a very quiet personality, but Adeze is one person that is always there for me, no matter what. Like I don't have to explain it. Do you get what I mean? Like even on YouTube, I'm sure some of you will notice somehow. Sometimes I feel like I know that I kind of brought her out of her shell somehow. Do you understand? But Adeze, as much as I had this conversation with Adeze recently, as much as she's an indoor person that doesn't really like going out when it has to do with me or her friend, not even just me. She has other friends that you guys don't know. When it has to do with me or her friends or those people that are important to her, she will do it all. She like Adeze went clubbing for the first time for my birthday. You will never catch Adeze in a club. It's me that used to go club. Anyhow, me and my husband, in fact, we haven't started retiring himself. Now I go clubbing with my girlfriends. But basically, she came clubbing for me. Some people were like, oh, I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. Because there was a post on social media. I know I'm talking too much about this, but I feel like I need to explain. There was a post on social media where someone said, oh, she felt bad her friend did not invite her for her birthday or something like that. Then when she confronted the friend now told her, because you never come for anything I invite you for, so I just stopped inviting you. And then it was like a moment of reflection for her. I feel like, again, if you're not receiving what you're giving in friendships, then cut it off. Because the truth is that if you're getting it back, it's not going to feel like too much energy. It's not going to feel exhausting. It's just going to flow. So my ultimate tip is give what you receive. That's my motto now. So I give what I receive. If I'm not very close with somebody now, is because I feel like I'm not receiving what I'm giving back. So I just draw myself back. Because see, let me tell you, I know myself. I'm a good friend. Nobody can tell me nothing, okay? I am a very, very good friend. In fact, you should want to be my friend. You watching this video. If there's one thing I'm sure of in this life, is myself. Oh. And nobody can make me doubt myself. Like, I've not seen that person that can make me doubt myself in this life. Like, nobody. Not like no single soul can make me doubt myself. So just know yourself. And if things are not going right, know that you've tried your absolute best, because that's how I live my life now. And you're going to be happy, trust me. That was a long one, I know. People, oh, this is from the same person. Oh, this person has a lot of questions on friendship, okay? Okay. So people usually say that no matter how rosy a relationship, there will be fights, and there'll be fights to make you guys even count stronger. Do you believe it? Because you and Adeze say that you never have serious fights. Do you ever meet any guy that thought you were prioritizing your sisters or friends more than him? How do you handle such guy if there is any? There's a lot of questions. But when it comes to fight, me and Adeze, we don't fight like back and forth arguments, but we disagree on a lot of things. But we just let it go because We're adults. She doesn't have to believe in everything I believe in. I don't have to believe in everything she believes in. Like, we're adults. And another thing I've realized again when it comes to our friendships, like people I say stan, I defend, and I did sometimes don't even get it. And people she stands, there's a recent one. Somebody I did a stands. Whenever she did a stuck, I'm like, okay, no problem. But like I get it. I just get it. What's the point of trying to change her mind about somebody she likes? Or what's the point of trying to change my mind? You will not change my mind because it's how I am. You like people sometimes according to your personality. So you disagree on a lot. You don't agree on a lot of things, but I don't know, just let it go. We'll talk about it for a few minutes and just move on to something else. It just doesn't drag. So maybe because of that, we never fight because I don't know. You can't force an adult to like what you like. It's not possible. I feel like again, me and Adit will talk about this on Ada and Nelo sometime about our friendship. So maybe check that video. You might get a more elaborate answer. And I've never met a man that was I'm prioritizing my sister and family. I be my sister, family, and my friends. Because if you know me and the family I come from, they're important to me. Oh, my sisters, I cannot do without them in this life. I could die. So like, they will always be my sisters. They will always be my best friends. They will always be there for me. I'll always be there for them. No man can come in between that. Uche. Ah! Oh, do you know, I thought about this. See, Uche. Ah! Twinning.
Finish my makeup.
Go and continue your makeup
I
now.
want to do that.
Carry him. Just carry that thing and go. Let me finish up. Hey, I thought about this dress. So I was like, when I finish, I'll tell you. I didn't know you realized it. At least it's this part that I share. Carry the box and go. Let me finish my video. Now me and Uche, they share makeup now. She has come to collect what is rightfully hers. Anyways, I can't remember what I was saying. Point is, no man can come in between me and my sisters. If you try, that means you're not the man for me. Like, no man can come in between me and my family and people I love. It's not possible. If you have somebody like that in your life, cut them out, please. No man, I repeat, no man in this life deserves you abandoning your family and friends. No man in this life. I mean, unless your family and friends, they're all evil, devil, like Satan that don't want you to progress in life. Unless it's that situation, then yes. But if it's not, no man is worth it. Okay. Approximately how much will your surgery cost? I'm also looking into Dr. Kat. To be honest with Dr. Kat, I don't particularly know. I actually told myself I'm supposed to call her today because I'm looking into another doctor now in Miami, which I love his work. I'm not going to lie. My sister put me onto him, and his own for everything I want to do is really not expensive. Like, let's just say 10K will cover it, minus flight and accommodation and all that. But like 10K will cover everything. So I'm going to look into Dr. Kat again. And I liked this other doctor because I saw a lot of black people. Like he has operated on a lot of black people. So that's another thing that's attracting me to this new doctor. But yeah, maybe I'll tell you guys, maybe I'll not. Maybe I'll just come back one day on this YouTube and do try and haul. People see hot body. You'll be asking yourself, when did she do the surgery? Maybe that's how I'll surprise the people. But it's coming very, very soon. That's all I have to say, okay? Have you lived in the UK before? Yes, I did my master's in the UK. I lived there for not up to 2 years, but something like that. What church do you attend? I'm a Catholic. I attend one church close to my house. At what age is right to start having an affair or be in a relationship? My sister, no get affair or be in a relationship. It's not me that will tell you. Some people marry at 18. Just know that anytime from 18, let me say that because 18 is the legal age, is the legal age of consent. And I don't even know for Nigeria, but a generally accepted age of consent is 18 years. So from 18, of course, it doesn't mean you should jump into it. But if you do it at 18, nobody will say, you spoil early. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. So many compliments. You guys are making me happy. Let me just answer a last question. I feel like I've answered a lot and actually quite enjoyed this first one. I feel like I answered a few very important questions. Okay. But when I have your meet and greet very soon, should I say 3 weeks-ish? I'll soon announce it. It's almost here. I feel so pressured to get married. My close friend is getting married. I don't know why I feel this way. Seriously, like, I don't know what people think marriage is, but my advice to you is, don't let any pressure make you enter marriage, because marriage is not for the faint-hearted, and it's not something you enter out of pressure. You have to know what you're entering, and most importantly, make sure you're entering the marriage with the right person, aka a nice person that has conscience and have fear of God, okay? See, forget right person in looks and every other thing. A nice person that is nice to you, has a good conscience, and has fear of God. Somebody that their intentions are pure and clear, at least. Because when it comes to hurting you, people will hurt you, people will annoy you. But for some people, right, it's like it's coming from a good place. They don't even mean to, so they'll quickly learn. And as long as somebody is nice, if they're hurting you, they are going to know. They are going to know CCs, and they are going to try and do better. Don't enter marriage with a wicked man because you're in a hurry. To be honest, I've seen situations where it happened. I know like 2 or 3 people personally that it's just for the sake of marriage. And I know one that lasted 6 months, one 3 months. One was like up to 2 years, but even at that, it did not work at the end of the day. So don't let your friends getting married pressure you into entering marriage. Marriage. As I dey here, sometimes I dey see pepper. Is it because I don't need to come and show people the pepper that they used to show me? My husband show us this video. I used to see pepper sometimes. So see, let me tell you, is you have to be ready, you have to be prepared, okay? And by pepper, it doesn't like it's not necessarily bad, like oh they beat you or slapped you or emotionally abuse you. But pepper, let me even give you an example of my own pepper. My husband is going to be like, can you ever stop talking about this? But the answer is no. Me and my husband were opposites in a lot of things. Like I'm a very tidy person. My husband is come back, throw shirts, throw. I'm tired of talking. So like that for me is is a lot. Is a lot that I have to do with every single day. I cannot enter my husband's case. Maybe when he's here, I'll bring him in front of this camera so that people will caution him for me because myself, I don't tire to the talk. 8 years now, almost in 2 months, right? Will be 8 years. I am still talking. Another thing again in marriage is these little things, this little picking up shit. That man can be the best man in the world. Like, let me tell you, my husband can trade party for me. Give me 1 million naira birthday present. Give me whatever, like everything he did for me for my party last year, right? Do it all. And the next day, I wake up, let's say go out, come back, and he has not dressed the bed. Voila. Because for me, it is the little things. Do you get what I mean? So you have to make sure that you're mentally prepared to manage these things. People like us, we don't even think of all these things. We entered marriage when we were 22, 23. But we thank God for the kind of man we married. Which brings me back to my initial point. Marry a nice guy, we get conscience. Then for the most part, you're going to be okay. All right. I think I'm just going to end this Ask Nelo segment here, and I really enjoyed it. If you guys have any more questions for me, just follow my Instagram. It's always somewhere up here. I am going to put out the next Ask Nelo the night that this one goes up. So if you have more questions, ask me, and I'll try and film that one sooner than this one. Obviously, I'll probably even film it next week. To be honest, I'll try and do it more often, maybe twice a month instead of once a month, because I just enjoyed it. And this segment, I'm just going to stand here and talk to you guys. I feel like it doesn't even deserve sitting. Is that I'm standing here and talking to you guys, or like I'm sitting and taking shots or sipping on syrup? I don't know, whatever it is, but I want like a chilled vibe. Tell me which one do you prefer? Should I stand, or should I do like the sipping method of sitting? Maybe even sitting on the floor, and just because I really wanted to be very relaxed, and I really felt relaxed standing here and filming this video. So let me know which one you would prefer, and we'll do that in the next video, okay? In the meantime, don't forget to follow my Instagram, always somewhere up there, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah!